only 2 goals in the 10 games he played in the regular season for the Panthers. But then 6 goals in the finals. Unbelievable. He was unbelievable.
Unreal.
Goal. Shorthand side as Verhaeghe is able.
Rodriguez centers, Lundell, he scores! They beat Vladar on the power play. Petrie on the loose puck. Up ahead, A.J. Greer leaves it. Here's a shot that goes wide from Cunnin. Marchand back on the ice, fires, and he scores! Here's Shabbat, heavy pressure by Jones. Giroux shoots, blocked in front, and now Jones will get a clear. Look out! Marchand's got a breakaway! Marchand is in! To the backhand, and he scores! Jones gives to Marchand. He turns and has Aaron Ekblad. Runs into the circle and shoots and scores! Aaron Ekblad makes it 3-1 Panthers! Shot deflected around the board. Samoskevich moves it quickly. Carter Verhaeghe tucks it up high for Petrie. He'll let the wrister go. He scores! Forsling sends it in front. Here's a chance. Score! On the score sheet is Sam Reinhart. Forsling to the net. Lundell shoots, save, rebound just wide by Reinhart. Reinhart again. Backhander score! Short-handed goal, a huge one. Gives to Bennett. Here's Reinhart for the entry. Cross ice, Marchand in front. Reinhart circles the net. They score! Sam Bennett's got it.
Ottawa tries to get back up ice again as Nick Cousins goes after it. He's on it. Cousins alone in front. Lars Eller scores.
Made 38 saves on Monday in the win over the Maple Leafs. Here's Marchand, comes out in front and scores.
He'll work it out top. Hutton a long drive, blocked in front. Kicks right back to Hutton. Second chance, saves Swayman. Rebound loose, and Reinhart scores! Cole Reinhart's first for the VC.
McAvoy shot deflected just wide of the far post. Bruins get it back. McAvoy, plenty of room. Here it comes. Center, they score! Johnny Beecher. He took.
Started with Lundell in the back end, absorbing contact from Pasternak. Marchand sauces one ahead, moving in. Lostarinen off the iron. He scores. Forsling up ahead, an outlet for Bennett. Bennett centers, Verhaeghe shoots off the post, and it ricochets in.
Here's Samoskevich shooting. Score! Samoskevich. Reinhart gives back to Mackey. He moves in. Here's Reinhart shooting, and he scores! Sam Reinhart power play. It's Lundell picking it up. Lostarinen in front. Marchand on the backhand. Yes, sir! Rodriguez got it ahead of Verhaeghe. Here's Reinhart. He's in. Reinhart to the net. He shoots and scores! Here's Gadjevich on the forecheck. All over White Cloud. Gets the steal. Greer in front. Once, twice, and then Schwinn scores! Cole Schwinn moves it into the Anaheim zone. Lostarinen in the corner. Samoskevich in front. It's Lundell. Score! And they're on the board and they're alive. Lundell wins the draw cleanly. Carter Verhaeghe. Samoskevich straight on Verhaeghe. Now it's Jones. He'll let the wrister go. Score! Reinhart was out in front.
Thomas Shabbat lifted up to Pinto. He's away along with Eller. In comes Shane Pinto. Walks right in and shoots. Rebound score! Lars Eller short-handed goal. The game.
Rampton in cross ice. Lundell picks it off. Here comes Lostarinen up ahead for Brad Marchand with a chance. He scores! But it was knocked away. Rodriguez on the loose puck, turns and shoots it, hit the post, and then Verhaeghe just missed wide, and then Reinhart scores! Lostarinen for Bennett, for Samoskevich, over to Forsling. In front, bouncing puck, score! Sam Bennett! Cutter Gauthier, the only goal, 3:09 in on a breakaway. Panthers get a takeaway, clear to center. Marchand's got it. Marchand breaks in to the net, and he scores! Verhaeghe one more time. Waits, shoots.
Oh, that was off the glove.
Here's Rodriguez now. Gets to in the front of the net. The feed, they score! Lostarinen was out.
Those numbers powered by the SAP Coaching Insight app. No score early. Here's Jeff Petrie, shoots it. Big rebound in front. They score! And the Panthers strike early. 2:06 in.
Defense as well, and he wants them to move a little bit more in the offensive zone up top with the puck. He wants them to be engaged on the rush.
Stolen there. Marchand ties it. Now Verhaeghe gets it back. Pass in front. Backhander. Rebound. And I believe it's in.
Yeah, that's in.
Fiala drops it off. Kempe lost it. Again, Lundell, a short-handed break. He comes in, he scores! Short-handed goal by Lundell. Yeah, some of those Kings players had been on the ice for about 2 minutes, Cassie. Now a turnover. Marchand with it, and he scores! What a shot by Marchand!
You know, one thing about this Panther team, they've been through so much over the years. Nothing phases them. Right back at it with a shot on goal, save it, and they score! Forsling up ahead. Marchand's got it along the wall. Marchand stick handles, and he scores a beauty! Brad Marchand with a gorgeous... Jones again for Marchand, who has one tonight. The two deadline pickups last year, Jones and Marchand. Shot on goal, score!
Lifted out by Foligno. Here come the Blackhawks. Lafferty to the outside. And goal! Sam Lafferty! As good as it gets.
They're getting drilled on home ice.
Room for Radek Faksa. He's in with Bastian. Drop trailer. Petrovic, and the shot stopped. Rebound scored. Did the first one go in? The red light was delayed, but Alex Petrovic came streak.
Back to even strength. Lostereen works below the goal line. Here's Forsling. Here's the shot. Deflected. Score! The Cats cash it in. Jones. Verhaeghe lets it fly. Thompson the save. Reinhart the rebound. Score! On the power play. Reinhart does it. Sends it around the boards. Lostereen put it behind the Washington net. Lundell out in front. Reinhart scores again. Jones up at the line. Marchand and Jones play catch. Lundell's out in front. Jones shoots off the crossbar, and Verhaeghe scores. Battle along the boards. Lundell for Marchand. Empty net. He gives to Lostereen. Etu shoots. And Marchand's got 1,000 points. Scramble off the faceoff. Free puck. Kicked over to Marchand. Backhander score! Brad Marchand does it again!
Last rush here for the Panthers.
Jones moving in with a chance. He scores!
First on that puck.
Shots are 7-1 Panthers in the period. Ekblad keeps it alive. Marchand looks, sets up Lundell, score! Greer looking for his second of the game. Mikolas slap shot, score! Deflected home! Bennett may have gotten a piece. Greer was there in front. It is 6-5. That's a big good save there by the goaltender. Verhaeghe again. Waits, sets up Reinhart in front, score! Seth Jones! Again against Pettersson. And Marchand takes it, empty netter, Brad Marchand, bingo!
Mammoth last game, but he grew up in Boston. He's against the Bruins here tonight. Quite a week for the young defenseman. To the line, Gudas winds and fires, he scores! And it's the Ducks.
What a player Sam Reinhart is. He's got it now, chugging down the wing. Reinhart to the net, and he scores an absolute beautiful goal! They can get the change now. Samoskevich speeding in, hunts down the loose puck. Puts it out in front, deflected, and they score! Anton Lundell with the puck. Gets to the dot and shoots. Skinner the save. Rebound, score! Sam Reinhart out in front. And Verhaeghe's got it. Nice feed. Seth Jones will skate out. Put it on the wing. Here's Greer, who has one tonight. Puts it out in front. Kicked out by Saros. And then they score! Sam Bennett. Marchand and Shea battle. In comes Samoskevich. Around the boards. Forsling at the point. Takes a shot. He scores! And now Rodriguez breaks in. Cuts in and shoots. Save, rebound. Reinhart's got his goal. Dumps down the ice. Look out for Verhaeghe trying to get to it. He's there. Carter Verhaeghe, backhander, score! Verhaeghe on the move again, one-on-one. Plays down the boards, Bennett. Bennett drives to the net. And he draws a penalty, and then they score! And here comes Greer off the wing. Puts the brakes on, finds Ekblad. Out in front, Bennett to feed the shot, the goal! It's Carter Verhaeghe! For a couple of draft picks and a couple of prospects to bring in the Sams. The rest is history. 2-on-1. Greer to Bennett. Bennett finishes against his former team. Tarasov keeps it moving. Lundell, cross ice feed. Back it goes, Marchand scores!
David Perron in the corner. Some extracurriculars behind the play. Penalty on the way, he scores! Brady Tkachuk, his first of the season.
Oh, did they get away with one there?
Reinhart in front.
Oh, Wood, who's got 7 goals on the season, denied. Here comes Bennett with Verhaeghe. Bennett looks in front. Verhaeghe! Oh, just call him for daddy! Merzlikins the save. The rebound wouldn't go. Here's Marchand again. To Seth Jones and the wrister. Score! Deflected in! The Cats get one. Bennett with a steal. Gives to Marchand again. Cross ice feed. And they score! Reinhart, Bennett, back for Reinhart again. Here's Jones, shoot and score! Again, and the Panthers are coming the other way. 3-on-2, Marchand breaks in, Marchand to the net, and he scores a beauty! On that Blue Jacket power play, another stretch pass, just out of the reach of Luostarinen, but it's Lundell, score! Bennett knocks it free, less than 10. It's Marchand, final seconds. Marchand to Bennett. Let's go, baby! Works in behind the net against Mayfield. Samoskevich comes in, picks it clean. Samoskevich active early. Valinsky shoots and scores! Panthers got the change while in the offensive zone. Bennett comes barreling in. Free puck, shot, score! They work the turnover. He remains hot. He'll make his way out against Schaefer. Jones joins the rush. Lundell with a lead. Seth Jones waits and shoots and scores! Mr. Jones! Shabanov pressured. Verhaeghe trying to force him out. Forsling empty net. Sam Reinhart. Bingo!
2-0. They sport themselves a multi-goal lead on the road. Bourque couldn't get it in front. Now to Petrovic. He scores!
And they work the turnover. Verhaeghe. Bennett turns, fires wide. Ekblad's got it along the wall. Flips it towards the net. Score! Carter Verhaeghe does it again! And Nico Mikkola, who was very active in the first, moves ahead. Rodriguez with speed over the line. He's got Bennett. Shooting score! Sam Bennett with a 2-point night. And he gives the Panthers the lead off the rush. Mammoth work it free. Schmidt is back out there. He turns it over to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe on the backhand in front. Score! Verhaeghe to Bennett. Lundell wins another one. Sam Reinhart sends it towards the net. They score! Lundell tipped it in!
And it goes up to the far boards where White keeps it in as the extra attacker is on the ice for New Jersey. Here comes White. Centering pass. They score! Krupchak, his first goal is a double.
Panthers have the chance with Lundell. Drags it to the net. And Oettinger couldn't get it. Lundell scores and the Panthers break through. Panthers will look to get back in and not let him get the full change. And Verhaeghe's down the wing. Verhaeghe shooting, sticked away. Rebound, score! It's Sam Bennett. And Jones up high. Marchand, Jones, there's the shot, blocked in front. Bouncing puck. Marchand scores! Rodriguez got a piece. Steele takes away. Now it's Lundell. Ahead for Marchand. The net is empty. Brad Marchand shoots. Bingo! Radish try to get it out in front. Knocked away by Aaron Ekblad. He gives to Reinhart. Lundell moves ahead. It's a 2-on-1. Short-handed. Reinhart walks in. Shoots and scores! And the Panthers get out of it. Now they got a 3-on-1 with Mikko out of the box. Lundell shoots. Scores! Anton Lundell! And good job by the Cats working the boards and getting that puck to center ice. Now scooped up by Aaron Ekblad. Gives to Verhaeghe along the wall. Verhaeghe shoots, score! And then he took it away from Samoskevich, Dastu. Panthers return the favor, chance, score! It's Sam Reinhart with his second of the night. At center, Crozier broke his stick. Balinskis moves in. Uvis sets up Verhaeghe on the backhand. He scores! Gorgeous goal.
Moving down the wall was Perfetti, retaken by Sanderson. Snappy pass, finding Stützle. He's in with Tkachuk. There's Tkachuk. He scores!
Samoskevich. Ekblad straight on. Gets it towards the net. Score! Deflected out in front. Lundell was there, and the Panthers cash it in. Marchand's got it. Waits it out. Has a man. Petrie slap shot blocked away. Here's Verhaeghe. Score! They've got the lead. And it goes deep into the LA zone. Marchand's got it. Sends it towards the net, deflected, score! Sam Bennett from Brad Marchand!
Patterson back to the blue line for Sanderson. Almost a minute gone on Ottawa's power play. Down low, Patterson rolls off to Tkachuk, he scores! Jensen looking up ice, opening to connect with Zetterlund as Zilos will have to head back. Brady Tkachuk, that's the open cage for
Miller couldn't clear. Verhaeghe is there. Here's Bennett in front. Marchand turns, and it goes wide. Marchand again, score! They win the faceoff. It's Jones up at the line. Marchand now sweeps it in front. Deflected on goal, save, rebound, stop, and then they score! Rodriguez floats it to the net, blocked away. Marchand in front, the shot, score!
Stuck in their own end. Chabot keeps it in. Great play by Thomas Chabot. Takes it to the outside. Tracked by Burakovsky. Brady Tkachuk post and in.
Panthers settle it down and reset. Trying to get it tied. Chance! Sam Reinhart!
Be the extra option.
Chance here. It's Reinhart for Luostarinen. Oh, what a save by Anderson. Another chance. Mikkola fires, score! It deflects in. Lundell in deep for Reinhart. It rolls through to Luostarinen. Etu turns and shoots, blocked away. Here's Reinhart, feet in front, score! Right in front of the net. And taken by Bennett, who turns and shoots and scores! Sam Bennett! Paul Maurice making that change, putting Greer on Bennett's line. It paid off. Reinhart's in front. The pass back. Jones, he scores! Samoskevich with the puck. Power play is over. Aaron Ekblad takes a shot. Rodriguez put it out in front and trickled through the blue paint. Luostarinen scores!
Great opportunity for the Panthers. Get right back into this game.
Off the draw, Seth Jones at the line, over to Samoskevich. They move it quickly here, and Brad Marchand slams it home! And Luostarinen sends it the other way. Reinhart along the board, taken by Protas though. He is a big body, loose in the slot. Here's a chance, score! Lundell, Samoskevich over the line, leaves it for Reinhart. Here's Marchand. Jones gives to Reinhart. There's the shot. He hit the post. No, it's in. Final seconds of the power play. Jones. Here's Bennett, one-timer. Saved by Thompson. Tip scored. Brad Marchand does it again. Here's Reinhart. Off the skate. He was looking for Luostarinen. Now Reinhart again. Into the slot. He's got it. But yes, sir. It's loose. Luostarinen out of the box. Got a piece of it. And Sam Reinhart on the clear to the empty net. Bingo! Marchand all the way through. Keeps it on his tape. Curls into the slot and shoots and scores! Brad Marchand! He's up on the all-time goals and points list. Reinhart off the draw. Scores! Sam Reinhart beats Montembeault.
They're missing 3 players from their first unit. Tkachuk, Barkov, and Jones. Shot, score, Reinhart!
And a few others with 8, including Colorado. Bennett with a steal in the offensive zone. Bennett to the net, tries to stop it, and they score! The Panthers! Forsland sends it around the boards. Chipped up high. It's Ekblad, moving and shooting and scoring!
Detroit goes home. They will see Vancouver on Thursday at Little Caesars Arena. Matherson, Stützle, in front, they score! That's hockey, baby!
Greer sends it in. There's a pop right out in front of the net. Verhaeghe scores! The bad angle goal as he banks that in off wall.
Finds Verhaeghe. Up ahead, it's Greer to backhand in. Montembeault busy in the opening 5.5 minutes of the period. The giveaway, and Bennett scores! Bennett's out of the box, and Rodriguez gets free. Rodriguez carries, looks, and shoots. Save, rebound, Bennett scores!
Brock Nelson and Cleveland will lead a shorthanded rush. In, takes the shot. Now the rebound off of Wedgwood, and they score. Brady Tkachuk shorthanded as Wedgwood is in the back of the goal.
Lundell gets a hold of it. Gustav Forsling now on the ice. Verhaeghe's got a chance. He scores! The Panthers grab their first lead of the night from Ekblad again, this time up at the line. Forsling's got a chance, walking in, slap shot, score! Everybody on the Gus bus!
And Eric Chernak has it. He is stripped of the puck. Hathaway and Obels. Obels will send it back out to Noel Jules. He's got room. He'll hammer it. Score! May have been deflected by Garnet Hathaway as he was in front.
Reinhart gets away from Byron. Feeds Verhaeghe. Reinhart took a hit in behind. He's back up and in front of the goaltender. Balinski shoots, score! On face-off win. Ekblad, Forsling. Blocked away in front, then Lundell with a chance. Ellis made the save. It's loose. They score! They jammed it home!
Trocheck moves it to Panarin. Shot from the blue line. Stopped. Ridley Gregg quickly to Brady Tkachuk. 2-on-1 for the Senators. Brady Tkachuk keeps shoots. Scores! And there is a milestone goal number 200 in the career.
Sanders Billman, his third NHL goal, gives to Samoskevich. Gets to the slot. It rolls and then Balinski scores!
Sanderson quickly into the Canadian zone, right to the net. Stop by Montembeault. Rebound. Tkachuk scores! Brady Tkachuk.
Bjornfoot to Mikkola. Verhaeghe turns and shoots. It rolls in front. Score! And he has torched Logan Thompson in his career. Here's Balinskis. One-timer score! Uvis Balinskis! Reinhart turns. Lundell, empty net! Bingo! 40 seconds to go. It's Greer. Up ahead, it's Sam Bennett with Verhaeghe with the empty net. Carter Verhaeghe pops it!
But Lauzon's got a lot of McNabb-like traits, if you will, in his game.
Well, and you think about it in the way that McNabb's always helped Theodore.
Right over the chance, and he scores!
Panthers trying to get one to get the potential comeback started, and Eetu Luostarinen gets it to the net. He scores! There it is!
Sanderson takes a whack at that. Greg dives. He finds Tkachuk, who's got Stützle. Tim Stützle in alone for Tkachuk scores!
Ekblad and Forsling have had a few offerings here in this game so far.
Tkachuk's got the puck, centers for Bennett, score! Takes a shot, save, rebound, Reinhart, score! Sam Reinhart pops it home off the Ekblad shot, and the Panthers have the lead. And the Panthers get to it, Verhaeghe out in front of the backhand, score! Tkachuk again. Reinhart again. Stick save is made. Race to the puck. Deflects in front. Tkachuk the feed. The score! Sam Bennett from Boldy trying to play it. Panthers get the takeaway. Verhaeghe's on the move with Marchand. Verhaeghe to the net in front. Marchand, let's go home, baby!
Position. Bennett. Reinhart.
Bjornfoot's got it. Circling the net. The wraparound attempt. It's in! And the Panthers. Forsling, nice feed to Rodriguez. Breaking in. Stops, waits, centers. Verhaeghe scores! Ekblad gets there. Luostarinen the chip. Rodriguez for Reinhart. Backhand, empty net. Bingo! Sam Reinhart.
The last 8 games, the home team has won.
Verhaeghe, the feed, the shot. Oh, Toby! He's got a 2-goal. Turnover in front. Petrie steps up. It's still in the Mammoth end. Vilmanis again works. Here's a steal. Vilmanis in front, and now Schwinn scores! Bennett moves into the Utah zone for Verhaeghe. Shot score with 14.5 seconds left. Carter Verhaeghe.
Make a play with it. Nelson was there. Now it's Nichushkin. That'll feed it around far side. McKinnon at the line. Kept it in. Sanderson off the boards and out. Tkachuk empty net. Scores!
They control the draw here. Matthew Tkachuk setting up along the boards. Bennett has Balinskis straight on. There's the shot. Hope for the save. Rebound score! Sam Reinhart. Tkachuk retrieves. Bennett breaks in. Off to the wing. Losterinen has Tkachuk out in front. Tkachuk ka-ching! And the Panthers keep it in. Tkachuk moves to the net. Drags it and scores again! Tkachuk ka-ching! He's got 2, and we're tied at 4. Samoskevich circles the net. Here's Forsling. We're back to 5-on-5. Rodriguez has a chance. Score! The Cats cash it in. Losterinen was out in front. It's
Senators moving around beautifully, but no shot. Spinning now is Stützle. Over to Batherson. He finds Tkachuk shooting and score!
In their last outing.
Look at the lines tonight, sponsored by BMW. Vilmanis for Mikkola, slap shot, hit the back of Greer. Vilmanis shoots and scores! Balinskis again, Tkachuk's out in front of Lyon. Here's Verhaeghe looking for a shooting lane. The feed to Reinhart. Balinskis score!
25 points in the month of January for Pastrnak. He was the NHL's second star of the month. Turnover, Losterinen closes, shoots and scores! Matthew Tkachuk leaving it for Lundell. Trips toward the middle. The Tkachuk side of the net. Scanning. Going to Balinskis. Steps and shoots. He scores! Balinskis accepting it at the line. Fired down low. A redirect. Korpisalo. And it trickles in. They score! Again on the power play. Teams meeting for the second time on the year. First time since October. Carry forward. And Lundell goes to Reinhart. Closing in front. Score! Anton Lundell!
Cole Reinhart starting it out. One hands it up ahead for Bowman. Back to Reinhart, to the net, on the forehand, he scores!
Close play at the line. Cousins back over, hard pass over to Stützle. Back up top, Sanderson looking for a deflection. Comes in, scores! Brady Tkachuk!
Make up ground and chase down a spot. So this is a big game here tonight. Lundell sends it to the net. Here's Marchand, score! The Cats strike first. That puck took a funny hop in the Panther favor. Rodriguez the feed, Verhaeghe shoots, score! Power play goal! It's a 2-0 Panther lead early. Puck along the boards, Tavares got to it. Wow. It looked like a sure one for Marchand. This time, bingo! Forsling, good battle there. Here comes Bennett with the empty net. Bennett gets by Ekman-Larsson. Tkachuk, ka-ching! Without the tip, Marchand off the draw. Shot was blocked. Free puck. Here's Tkachuk in front. Score! Tkachuk, ka-ching! Sam Reinhart over to Bennett. The shot. Oh, it bounces and they score! They get it back and it's 3-2.
Job the Panthers have to try and make the playoffs. Greer across the line. Chips to Vilmanis. Gloves it down. Backhander. Score! They have a power play goal in 5 straight games. Bennett walks it in. Wrist shot. Score! 2-0 Florida. Sam Bennett racing over his Pelech to try and keep it onside. Instead, springing free is Bennett. Backhander. Score! Sam Bennett with his second of the game. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in regulation time. Ekblad walks it in. Room now. That long wrist shot. Score! Reinhart fired it. And the Panthers have tied the game.
Balinskis back to 5-on-5. Rodriguez turns with it and shoots. Knocked down in front. Lundell scores! Walks over the line, shifts to the middle. Here's Lundell shooting, deflects around to Reinhart. Ekblad, score, deflected in. Mikkola, here they are again. Tkachuk's got Ekblad. Tarasov's heading to the bench. Two-man advantage, and Bennett scores!
Couldn't control it. Kuznetsov near side. Zetterlund came over. Gregg will keep it alive. Far side, one-timer, and they score! A rocket off the stick of Eller!
Bennett's right on his hip. In comes Verhaeghe. Free behind the net. Verhaeghe gets to it. Pass in front, score! Kachuk, ka-ching! Reinhardt's on the move. It came all the way through the slot area. Marchand holds in. Reinhardt scores! Now Gibson's headed to the bench with the puck deep in the Panther zone. 6-on-5, net empty. Matthew Kachuk for the hat trick. He got it!
Gets the return feed, and now one times it right on net. Montembeault has settled in a little bit. Gudas scores with a blast from the point.
Moves it over to Spence now. Spence fires a pass, knocked down by Melanson. Chabot was there to handle it. 2-on-1 for Ottawa. Brady Tkachuk shoots and scores. A shot, pad save. Reimer available out in front. Stützle back out. Tim Stützle for Brady Tkachuk, who hits the bullseye.
It's Hinostroza again. Mikkola, slap shot, score! Chuck holds it in. Nice feed to Verhaeghe. Wires one out, score! Verhaeghe has tied it with 90 seconds to go. Finney hit by Sabrango. Here comes Bennett with 20. Kachuk is with him. Matthew Kachuk sets up Verhaeghe, score!
Nemeth started that. Jack Hughes had to go off a skate right through the slot. Flames just trying to get something going here. Johnny Beecher might do that. Beecher in, shoots, scores!
Gains the line and gives to Samoskevich. Reinhardt comes out in front, and then they score! Sam Bennett stuffs it in! Rodriguez is on out in front of the net. Here's Bennett, holding. Kachuk one-timer in front, all the way through. Reinhardt score! Let's go home, baby!
Wisely, in fact. Now a steal for the Flames, moving in short-handed. Beecher to the front, stopped by Markstrom. He scores a bank job on the rebound. Second of the night, this one short-handed.
Works it back down to Foley, shoots at that. Knocked down by Allmark. Amadio works it ahead. Banks it up for Kachuk with the empty net. Brady Kachuk moves in, scores!
Forsling gets it towards the net. Saved by the Cordlo. Sturinen was stopped. Time winds down. One more shot for Forsling. Deflected, and Luostarinen at the buzzer scores. Pettersson trying to clear. Good. Kachuk, ka-ching! He finds the loose change at the net. In Detroit. Verhaeghe got it out in front. It's Kachuk setting up Bennett for the goal. 2-point night. Matthew Kachuk.
Chips at the Panthers and around to Kachuk. Rings it around for Spence. Jordan Spence. Long wrist shot. Bounces back in front on the line. Kachuk scores. Brady Kachuk taps it home.
Put out in front Savoy. Backhand pass broken up. Here come the Panthers. And Cole Reinhardt breaking in. Reinhardt to the net, scores! What a goal by Cole Reinhardt. Oh, that went wide. Ingram was scrambling in the net. Jones keeps in. Kachuk behind the net. Out in front for a shot. Save made by Ingram on Bennett. Then they score!
He looks like me getting out of bed.
Verhaeghe scores! Kachuk sets him up. That may salt it away. And Carter Verhaeghe's got a...
Gaspard gets tied up. Now Kachuk holds the line. A great play. Stützle draws in. He scores! Tim Stützle!
Brady Tkachuk got a piece of this. Oh, he sure did.
Eller keeps it in. Fires it around for Kachuk. To Eller. A look! A high! He scores! 3-0 Ottawa lead.
Luostarinen controls, sets up Rodriguez for the blast, blocked out in front. Backhander score! On the road trip, put up his 20th goal of the season, looking for 21 right at the net. He just couldn't get to it, and then he banks it in! Verhaeghe!
Verhaeghe delays to the backhand, pitches it around. Bennett waiting for it at the half wall. Steers it up to Forsling. Long wrist shot. Score! Eyes Verhaeghe. Instead eyes the net. That shot again blocked by Middleton, and he's hurt. Down to the goal line it goes. Tkachuk, seam pass, worked, shots!
And here he is, pressure by Jones, and Tkachuk's got a breakaway. Matthew, in all alone, to the backhand, Tkachuk, ka-ching! We would figure.
Yeah, Bobrovsky's won 4 of his last 5.
Here's Tkachuk again between the legs, you gotta be kidding me! Matthew Tkachuk with a highlight, still loose behind the net. And Tkachuk gives to Ekblad. Jones, moving in and shooting, saved by Ullmark. Rebound shot, score! It's Carter. Certainly the team has not helped him out in front. And the Panthers have a 2-on-1. Bennett with Verhaeghe. Sam Bennett moves, Verhaeghe! It's a handful! Gets in over the line. Couldn't get a shot away. Then he lifts the stick on Stützle, sets up Bennett right in front of the goal! Tkachuk, ka-ching! Against Ottawa, they were really the better team, the full 60.
And led by that Bennett line. Boy, what a shift they're having.
Greer fires, blocked, taken by Bennett, score! Sam Bennett!
Ottawa wins it back. Artem Zub, a wrist shot, he scores! Artem Zub owns the moment for Ottawa!
Spin off the coverage, undone right there, the redirect. This is going middle of the net by Artem Zub. And it's Lars Eller with the redirect. Watch the hands of Luukkonen.
Instead, using your expression, goalie, they've really leveled it out.
Good shift here by Schwimp. Jones fires, score, and deflected in! And every player, I've talked to over the last couple of years, hey, what do you remember about it? Now both cups. And every one of them says those last 10 seconds. Oh, score! Cole Schwimp got it to go through! Now, they weren't booing him in February, were they? On that Sunday morning in the Olympics. Here's Verhaeghe firing, score! And the Panthers get it on the power play.
Get it in deep to allow a guy to get a new stick.
Greg feeds that back to Zub with a shot, tip score! Brady Tkachuk! Ottawa's back on top. For Tkachuk, banks in a race for it now. Ridley Gregg getting in behind Calgary Miller. In comes Gregg, works in, shovels up towards the goal, rebound, score! Brady Tkachuk.
Even closer to the Montreal net before he takes that shot.
Here comes Sebrango out of his own end. Has room up the middle and shoots, and Dobish takes a rebound, score! Panthers continue against that Montreal top line to keep them quiet, and it's Cole Reinhardt again. Gets to it, gets in front, and he scores! He'll be lingering in the back. Like Porter Marteau. All right, here's Boquist in the offensive zone. Over to Forsling. There's a shot, score! It deflected in at Luostarinen. And 9 forwards it's up to with the latest injuries. And here's Samoskevich with a chance. It just went wide. Luostarinen scores! Up ahead for Cole Reinhardt. One-on-one with McCabe. Reinhardt uses the strength, drags it to the net. Is it in? It's a penalty coming up.
I'll take a guess. That would be Forsling and Buck.
Oh, they get a goal here. Cole Reinhardt off the rush. Cross ice pass gets through. Jansen, his pass blocked away. Cunnin will play behind the net. Out in front, Reinhardt scores! These call-ups for the Panthers have really done a good job.
Yeah, and then you add in the game in Montreal as well.
Yep, they took it right down to the wire, got a point. Alsher shoots, deflected, score! With the 2 assists tonight. And a rookie has been in on all 6 goals. Tkachuk has Cunnin! Save, rebound! It's Reinhardt!
Will force Skinner to come out and play the puck, but Tippett's going to get to the puck first after Skinner played it. Play it to himself beautifully. Make a move. Tippett still has the puck. Centers it in front and they score! Got it Hathaway with a shorthanded goal off the absolutely spectacular setup from Owen Tippett. It's 2-0 Philadelphia.